way he brought it back from literally nearly losing with one fatal blow and then just brought it all the way back was actually like too sick.
There's something I really want to touch on right there. Something I'm really impressed that TQT just did. I saw you drop the fatality input. I saw that. I don't think you can hide that. I saw that.
Bro, man, let him have the good performance, bro. He just come back from the depths. He just
tried to hide that. He pressed it too fast. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, you know, I think both players played that really, really well. Yeah. And
so
Shantu UK, it's
Lionhearts take it 5-0. That is the closest 5-0 I've ever seen. Ever.
That was not a free 5-0. Despite what the numbers say, each of these matches has been exhilarating.
That could have easily been a 5-4, like or something like that. But it was a 5-0. I think we might have a short break because I need the toilet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Lionhearts. They did take it 5-0. You can't take it from them
as well, aren't they? And the Lionhearts are, you know, as I really expected, they're just a very solid team throughout. They've been playing really well. And so Tyneside they've got a lot of adjustments to do. They've been gradually making them over the course of these games. They're going to have to really just kind of flip things around as they approach this next set. But we are going to take a very, very minor break and we'll come back to it.
Short break, real short break.
So thank you for being patient and we hope to see you soon.
as well.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the semi-finals of the Belong Arena Clash for Mortal Kombat 11. I am Falcon, also known as Chev, joined by
Dante,
the one and only. And so those of you that tuned in last week, there was a little occurrence that happened on this stream where Dante, would you like to fill everyone in on what was said?
I said, your soul's gone, because I was describing the brutality.
Are you sure that's how you said
the geezer's soul is gone from his body. You know what I'm saying? So it got memed. You lot are funny. All right then, but listen, these geezers, they want to make shirts, out of the meme, right? I'm saying, listen, I need profit, bro. I need profit, and TQT needs profit as well.
So TQT made the meme of Dante going, "Your soul is gone," and
it was gone.
And now
his soul weren't there no more.
Well, the lovely production heads want us to have T-shirts made for Insomnia, and Dante wants royalty money along with TQT for originating the meme.
TQT should get a cut as well, man. You can't just make the shirt and then not give people their cut, man. You just gotta do it professional, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do it.
I feel like we're facilitating something very dangerous here.
Why?
So your soul is gone. I don't know how much I can keep reading that and hearing it before I'm gonna start losing my mind. I've already seen it like circulating the internet.
Why is it such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal? I don't understand. Like, I don't see like why
I'm losing
why does
my
it
mind.
hurt your soul so much? Like, why does it hurt you so much?
My soul is gone, Dante. But back into it, we're going to have the second set between the London Lionhearts and the Tyneside Guardians. The Lionhearts just need to win this. They need to take 5 points to move into the finals at Insomnia. Big crushing blow with the forward 4-4. You can only confirm that in the corner, and Alex is going to take full advantage.
Look at the damage! That damage is too much.
And to another crushing blow from Sean2 UK. We could be seeing a lot of damage over here, but drops the combo. Nice patience from Alex. Gets caught with the down 3 into back throw, the Kung Lao special. Beautiful roll right there. He is going to be able to close it out, spending the bottom
that's
meter.
dead.
Oh, the breakaway.
I
don't agree with that breakaway. He's going to have to pull something out the bag, but unfortunately couldn't.
I actually thought he dropped it for a hot sec.
Now the Tyneside Guardians are going to have to win 5 sets over here, and then another 5 if they want to be advancing to the finals. They've definitely got a mountain to climb.
It wouldn't be another 5, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be one set of first to 2 if they did win this series?
Oh yeah, so, yeah. Then you are right. So that is my bad. It would be the tiebreaker into the sudden death.
Baraka does damage, man.
Baraka does a lot of damage, and that was a really nice throw tech as well.
I know
throw techs have been really impressing me.
I know I'm probably getting annoying saying that Baraka does all this damage, but every time I see
he does a lot of damage. You're not wrong there. But the whiff as well on that forward 4, unfortunate dropped combo, down 3 back throw again. The escape failed. If it's another back throw, that is going to crushing blow, which will secure the round for Sean2 UK. Oh, the flawless block. Forward 4 fatal blow.
Wow, is that going to kill?
If that was a confirm, Alex, you are insane, because that was crazy. And I think this is going to kill. It might do the kick at the end.
I think that was a confirm.
Oh my lord.
I think that was a confirm, you know.
Even if it wasn't, it was definitely a really good option to take. Alex has been really... He's been stealing these games with these fatal blows, and I love it.
Would he have risked it, like, if he didn't confirm it, though? Like, would he have just done that, forward knee into it?
Yeah, because...
randomly.
Because Sean2 UK was airborne, so the forward 4 potentially could have given enough space to do down 1 into a follow-up, but it's too risky. Alex
I feel like
the easy thing that will definitely work.
I feel like he could have confirmed that, though. Like, by watching his opponent's reaction.
He wouldn't really need to, because I guess he may as well use the fatal blow in the last round for him, right?
Yeah.
So it's just that if it was blocked or anything, which he probably
could have been a punish.
You know, it's really just understanding the situation. Sean2 UK was in the air, and Alex knew that he was in the air, knew that he can't block in the air, and then decided to go with forward 4 fatal blow.
Yeah. This is what I mean. I feel like it's not out the realm of possibility for it to be could have been a confirm. Wow, what just happened straight away?
I don't even know.
His hitbox on that jumping attack is pretty weird.
I just think hitboxes in general are very strange
in this game.
Oh, for sure.
So the zone is happening.
Right there, nice air-to-air from out.
So Alex isn't doing so hot at the start of this round. We'll see how he tries to adjust.
He's definitely letting Sean2 UK. I'm just going to say Do I say S2 UK? Sean 2 UK? I don't know.
Or 2 UK.
2 U just 2 UK. Well, either
Wow,
way, Sean 2 is
took out his
definitely,
legs.
you know, just he adjusted really well. He was in the driver's seat that entire round.
If I was 2 UK, I would keep this zoning style going on
I
because
just eliminated the possibility of him having a name now. He's just 2 UK.
2 UK, man. But yeah, like, I'll keep
Nice
I'll keep this zoning style up because it doesn't seem like Alex like responds that well to the zoning. Like he lost that whole round to the zoning.
That was a big commitment right there.
what a
Very
punish.
unsafe. That amplified spin is
drops
a
it.
very easy thing to punish on block. Very punishable indeed. But he's letting Sean jump in a lot, I think. He's letting him really just kind of have his way in the air. And he's not punishing him like Spyware was for jumping in a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is only enabling Sean to keep jumping, like there.
But Alex is only a couple hits away from doing a lot of damage, so he's never out of
That's
it.
true. Baraka's definitely
went
one
for
of those
the throw?
characters that can absolutely banish you to the Shadow Realm if you make a mistake.
Alex,
The
that did a
double
lot.
dive, I didn't even realize he got one just before that. Sean 2 UK taking this game 2 dominant rounds all over Alex.
And that was basically like, it looked like Sean, he was like, okay, I've had enough of this rush down gameplay. I'm going to do a lot of keep out. I'm going to do a lot of jump back. I'm going to stay away from you as long as I can and just get my hits in when I can.
Be out of the range of Baraka's threatening buttons.
Yeah.
And it was the right thing to do.
He
If he's not going to be anti-airing you as well, you can just keep jumping at him because it's essentially just a free way for you to get plus frames.
Definitely.
Right? You did jumping kicks, jumping punches as well to enforce a mix-up. But I definitely think that he was making the right calls at that game specifically, and we'll have to see what happens in this final game now because it's going to determine who gets the first point.
He was using that style very well, and yeah, if I was him, I would try and keep to that same sort of game plan in this next match, and just see if Alex like adjusts fast enough to beat
Caught
it.
by the last hit. That is an unsafe string as well.
That throw's kind of mad though, because it's like when he gets you on his knee, it's like it looks like you're completely unconscious, like while he's hitting you.
That was a really clean jump in from Alex as well, and then he clips Sean 2 UK with that low into the chop chop
damage,
confirm.
man.
Oh, misses the throw, unfortunately. Nice confirm from Sean. 243 damage, respectable. A nice throw tech from Alex. He's been all over these throw techs. I'm really impressed. But gets clipped by that amplified spin right there.
Oh, the throw.
And I think that was commentator's curse right there. He gets caught by the throw straight after that. A nice down 3 with the forward 1 check.
So
Sean 2 UK really just
this-
smothering him.
Could this be where the Tyneside Guardians actually flip it around
Oh,
and
the reverse sweep?
start winning those matches that they were getting clutched out with in the first set?
Well, all of this jumping needs to be shut down by Alex. Baraka is one of the best down 2s in the game. You know, you shouldn't really be letting Kung Lao jump at you like this. Beautiful hit confirm right there from Sean 2 UK. 302 damage and a wasted breakaway from Alex's part as well, as it was the end of a combo. Crushing blow.
Alex
Is he
done,
gonna
man.
wake up fatal blow? He's gonna have an absolute gauntlet to run if he wants to win this round.
If he
it's
wins
gonna be
this
very
round-
difficult, but with the damage that Baraka can do and the crushing blows that he has available, it's possible.
If he wins this round, it's player of the week straight away.
I would have to probably agree there. He can't convert that at mid-screen, but he does get the breakaway. Whiffs
Wow.
the gutted. He committed everything to that low, and Sean 2 UK is gonna put the first point on the board for the Tyneside Guardians going into this set.
He's just letting him stand there, look like an idiot.
Probably looking up the fatality.
On Google, quick time.
Probably popped off. Couldn't put his controller down to something. I mean, definitely really good stuff as well for the Tyneside. I'm sure that their mentality and morale has gone up significantly as well just from watching that.
Yeah.
And, you know, Alex, definitely, he kept letting Sean jump. That was a really big thing. The thing that Spyware was shutting down consistently, and which caused Sean 2 UK to really suffer in that match against Spyware, it wasn't actually a problem in this match now because Alex was letting him get away with it.
This is such a momentum-based game that I would not be surprised if Tyneside start winning 2-1 sets all over.
Well, TQT is up next.
He's up next.
He's up next against Metal Queer Solid.
He nearly lost. He nearly lost in the last series.
Tanuki.
He nearly lost. He didn't lose, but he nearly lost. But that's what I'm saying. It's not out of the realm of possibility that he could lose. So, if Tyneside go up 2-0, then I think we might possibly have a 1-1 situation happen.
We're gonna have something really interesting on our hands, indeed. But it's really just.
And I think it will be the first one we've seen on stream as well.
Yeah, it would be actually. I think everything that we've had on stream so far has been. We've had a couple back and forth games between certain teams during the group stages, but we haven't really had a tiebreaker situation. We haven't had both teams go at it at such a close, definitive situation where it comes down to that tiebreaker in those final moments in the first of two. It's not really come down to that. It's always been either a complete wipe or individual games have been really close, like in the first set where you're going to see a lot of 2-1s and stuff. But overall, the points only go over to one team, the winner of those sets.
But in my opinion, this is the best time to have the tiebreaker because this is to get into the finals. Like this is the big one. So, if we do get the tiebreaker, I could have asked for a better time for the tiebreaker to come.
Do you think this break has helped Tyneside collect their thoughts, calm their nerves? And
what, are you trying to blame it on me going to the toilet?
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just thinking it could,
killing their momentum.
Just the breathing room that was allowed for them could potentially have helped them as well in this situation, and maybe in that time.
I actually do think you're right. I think you're right.
That if they were feeling really frustrated and flustered after the first one, I mean, they did go down 5-0 and they were close games. It really did come down to those final moments in every one of those games. That was the determining factor for winning. The Lionhearts took that super convincingly with the 5-0, but this small break, just the 10 minutes to really catch their breath, calm down any nerves that they have, think about how they lost and why they lost. It could have potentially really helped Tyneside in this case. Taking this first one, putting them on the board was really good, but we're going to see TQT up against MQS right
The 10 minutes isn't the winner, it's the winner is the players, so
now he is playing Variation 1.
It is still down to the players to whoever wins. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Now TQT is playing Variation 1, he's playing Dead of Winter, as he always tends to start off with. MQS again on the Infinite Warden Garrus, as we so know him for. And the forward 2-on-2 in the corner. You see this converted into, choosing to spend the bar over here into the back 2-2 grab. Unfortunately whiffed due to the gravity that applies. Too many hits.
Not even Garrus does Baraka damage. Like, who does more damage than Baraka?
Baraka has really high damage, but I think that Garrus he can definitely contest that damage. He's got a lot of damage. But the forward 2 right there, hard committing to it was TQT. Forward 2 Fatal Blow is going to close out this round, but now he no longer has access to that Fatal Blow in the remaining potentially 3 rounds. And MQS is really going to have to pull out his bag of tricks, aka his bag of crushing blows, to start doing a lot of damage to TQT in response to this. Otherwise, he is going to get mixed for days, because TQT right now is all over him. 50-50s into Ice Ball. Beautiful up 2 wake up into a hit confirm right there from Metal Queer, solid. He's going to go for in the Oki situation. Red with a beautiful down 2 from TQT. Drops the combo extension right there. The standing 3 doesn't have the greatest hitbox in the world.
The rollout.
Gets poked out of the down 4 into shoulder.
The belly splash.
Now this is very doable for Garrus. All he needs is a couple crushing blows and he's going to even it out. Gets clipped right there. If he didn't let go of block, that would have been a full combo punish opportunity as well.
So Garrus can he can summon stone. Is that one thing that he can do as well?
Well, he's a master of time.
He's a master of time,
but
he's
the Sands of Time stuff.
He summons he can summon stones, like Avatar, the Legend of Aang.
Yeah,
and he's there's Earthbender. Like he's got that kind of vibe going on as well.
Yeah, he does have kind of similar things, but I think he's more akin to Gaara from Naruto in a sense that he can make sand-based surfaces / weapons.
Anything to do with but sand is kind of Earth, isn't it?
It's an offset of Earth, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in his first variation, he's got instead of the sand pool where he comes out and he chops your neck, he's got one where he lifts you in the air and it comes in with 2 giant sand hammers that crush your ribs.
Yeah.
So he's definitely got that going for him. Garrus is certainly a sick design. Really one of the cooler new characters that Mortal Kombat have added, or NetherRealm have added rather. That is unsafe on block, but only takes the down 1 punish. MQS right now has got the control in this game. We're going to see that confirmed into the sand puddle. Great stuff. And then for Oki right here, the body splash into the 1-1. Now he can force a 50-50 from that, about whether he goes for the 1-1-1 with the overhead ender, or if he ends it into the sand pool as well.
I feel like I want to see, you know, the karate chop crushing blow. That's a proper satisfying crushing blow.
It really is, isn't it? I think all of Garrus' crushing blows are really satisfying, especially when you're not getting hit by them.
Yeah.
When you're just watching them.
Yeah,
but yeah, they hit like a truck. Garrus hits he hits really hard.
TQT needs to stop Metal Gear Solid's momentum at the moment.
He does. Definitely, you know, he caught the up 2 this time, but drops the combo, didn't get the micro dash on that.
You see what I mean about, like, a lot of people do drop like combos because the hitboxes on their moves just aren't like that good, so the timing specific. But like a character like Baraka, I don't feel like he struggles with that same issue.
He doesn't tend to, but TQT, I think he was just a bit rushed over there, which caused him to drop his combo. Another down 1 punish as well on the shoulder.
Okay, the fatal blow's on deck though, so he's going to be fishing for
I don't
some
think
sort
he would
of,
use it in this round. Yeah, that we see, you know, TQT just closing it out with a back 1 in between the string.
Yeah.
Great understanding of space right there. But on things like the cold shoulder that Sub-Zero has, you know, that replaces the slide, but it's just as negative. Or
was that just punish on the?
It was indeed. The up 2s are not safe at all. We're gonna see a full punish over here. Doesn't get the, you know, he doesn't come into the 4-2-1 into the back 4-2 for the extension.
Okay, TQT is gonna have to use that clutch factor again, because if Metal Gear Solid does win this game, it can be a pretty, you know, weird situation for TQT.
Well, right now he is getting Garrused, if I've ever seen it.
Oh,
throw
the throw
loops
again.
right here.
The clothesline. Boom!
And what's for Oki? Throw again? No, goes into the string this time, but drops the ender because TQT was airborne. Whiffs the body splash.
What happened there?
So during the get up animation, he whipped the body splash, which in turn let TQT wake up with a poke.
He missed the jump in. What's he gonna do? Mix up?
Oh, the fatal blow.
Blocked it. He tried to punish.
And he go for the punish. Just about clipping him with that final.
Oh, the timing on that low. He waited for him to react. He's like, like the timing. He did a delayed timing on it, and it worked. That was like very, very, very good. That was high level strategies there by
TQT with the mind games over MQS right here.
Timing.
And, you know, that was 2-0 as well, so the Lionhearts are definitely looking to seize back the momentum that was taken from them in the first set.
This is the thing about fighting games. It's like, you know, if you're playing a fighting game and you're like, this guy's just throwing out buttons, but he's always hitting me, like he's throwing out risky stuff, but it's always hitting me like why is he doing that? But you know what it is? It's timing. Like a lot of the time, it does come down to timing. If they're hitting you with it and it's a risky kind of move, you know, it probably is that he's catching on to your timing. It's
when
not
and when
just
not to press
random.
buttons really important.
Yeah, it's not just like randomly throwing out buttons all day. Even though like you can kind of say it's random sometimes, but it's just like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if it works, it works.
If it works, it works. And if it's working and you're not blocking it and dealing with it, then there's a high chance that he's onto the when you want to block and when you don't want to block.
Yeah, like
basically.
he already has an idea of your like defensive rhythm, and then he's going to be able to exploit that.
Rhythm is a very like even the way you move. Like if you like, there's some players they move in a certain way. They like to do forward back in certain patterns and motions, and if your opponent subconsciously clocks onto that, he can take advantage of it. Even if it's like, you know, even if he doesn't notice it that much himself. That's probably what he's catching on to.
Now, in this game over here, we do have Spyware EXE on the Cassie Cage again, up against Noogie on the Sonya Blade, as we have seen them play before.
Who wins this matchup, the mom or the daughter?
I think this is in favor of Digital Soldier Cassie, as the... So Sonya doesn't have the mids to contest Cassie at the range that she can, and the gunshot as well goes straight underneath the projectile that Sonya has. But right now we're seeing Noogie all over Spyware right now, really forcing those mix-ups and those 50-50s. Nice throw tech right there. Now Spyware has a training partner, the Seer, who is the sub for the Lionhearts, who also plays Sonya as well. So I know that he has a lot of experience against this character. He definitely understands the matchup inside and out. It's just going to be difficult because he is going to be forced into that guessing game if he lets Noogie get that momentum and starts, you know, warming up the engine.
How did that low hit him out the air?
Because
wow, down 2.
hitboxes, hee hee. Oh, the drop right there. He's just gonna get it with the forward throw. Pretty much a scramble right at the end. A bit shaky from Spyware, but you know, it was a really good read with the down 2 as well to get the crushing blow and secure the round.
Wow.
Oh, gets clipped by the second energy ring. Tried to get a forward 2 crushing blow of his own. No punish right there on the back 1, 2, 3. I'm starting to question in my head whether it's really punishable. I've not seen a single time.
I love how they kind of look like twins. Like they just look like...
Yeah, young Sonya and then older Cassie.
Yeah, they're like the exact same height, the exact same build.
The nut kick right there. Noogie is going to live and die by these mix-ups, but wake up buttons from Spyware. The 1-1-1 confirmed, and then the overhead confirmed.
Noogie
gets caught by the fatal blow. This is really going to even things out right here.
This
is going to be... I don't think
it will kill.
No, it won't kill. It'll be next touch is death from either of these players. Nice block as well. Oh, the drone! Not the trade that Spyware wanted. That was a really smart drone call from Noogie right there.
That drone's come out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, down to the absolute wire. Noogie clutching that game out and going 1-0 over Spyware.
Where did you get them soldiers from, man? They're just lurking in the background, just watching the fight,
yeah,
just in case.
They're just chilling, you know. With they're chilling with Dead Goro or something. But either way, you know, like Noogie. Definitely, he's taken down the first game on Spyware, or rather, he has taken the first game on Spyware that we have seen this week. But now Spyware's kind of in the driver's seat, where he can switch to Shang Tsung if he wants to.
Right.
You know, and Spyware's got a very
that
good
wouldn't
Shang.
be a bad call.
And Shang can kind of play at that range that makes it even harder for Sonya because of Hellsparks or because of the upskulls, the rising skulls that he has. So the range in which Noogie likes to play, where he likes to jump and where he likes to try and force out the 50-50s, is going to be a lot harder for him to deal with unless he really understands how to deal with those Hellsparks that Shang Tsung has to offer.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, you know, I think it really just came down to some very minor decisions that Spyware made, and sticking with Cassie is just a perfectly valid option as well.
The mother versus daughter.
Optimal stuff right there. Very tight to get the back 2-4 into the nut kick right there off that conversion string.
Spyware did seem to be off to a good start, but now he's in the corner against Sonya.
Oh, again, he whiffed the neutral. So Noogie is either doing neutral jump 1 or 2, and he's forcing these anti-airs to whiff, but that was 43% clean. Beautiful duck into an optimal punish from Spyware. Drops the fatal blow. Probably expected the breakaway. The crushing blow punish, optimal stuff. I thought that was Noogie's round, but Spyware just turned it all the way around.
That punish.
A couple really good reads. Just even that out really hard. Nice anti-air with the glow kick. The back 3 working wonders, and a great throw tech as well. And now he's going to charge up the guns. Taking the shots. Doesn't need to overcommit to anything.
Very patient here. But he's backed himself into a corner. Oh, he switched positions though. That's good for him.
Oh, down ones past the throw.
Oh, no, you're in the corner now. You don't want that. No.
Oh, the down forward he committed. Probably thinking Noogie was going to jump. Nice jab there.
Get out of there. Yeah, that's exactly what you needed. You needed to get out of there.
Oh, is that the reverse scorpion? Get out of here.
Yep. Exactly what it is against Sonya.
Oh, the short hop. And I've been seeing a lot of players get clipped by the 1-3-4 string that Sonya has as well.
And that overhead string.
But I suppose in the corner it's really, you know, I'd be blocking overhead. I have not seen Noogie do a single energy ring cancel, so in that situation it's probably just better to take the low or the throw, right? Just block the overhead.
Was that punishable?
Right there,
yeah, nice.
Yeah, that was. And Spyware is the only person I've seen punish that string tonight. The back 1-2-3 from Sonya.
He tried to whiff punish the little low kick.
Again. Oh, and
he's trying to bait a reaction.
Again, the down 2. Spyware taking as much damage as he possibly could.
Wow.
Brutality? Are we going to see it?
Spyware played so smart in that match right there.
He was just in Noogie's head that round.
He played so smart. Like, he even went for the stun. And then, like, he just waited, like, press something. Go on. I know you want to press something.
If he catches him disrespecting. Now, the nut kick is either +2 or +3. It's not very plus. It is disrespectable, depending on what Cassie decides to do. But if Cassie decides to use her forward 4, which is a 9-frame mid, you are going to get blown up for it,
Yeah.
you're going to take a lot of damage. But in that situation, Spyro opted to just wait and hold block, or just wait and create a bit of space, because if Noogie decided to disrespect in those plus frames, if he decided to press a button and challenge, then he would be punished for it, which is exactly what happened.
So does Cassie have... does she have a brutality for that throw?
She does indeed. If you hold
Where she shoots in the back
forwards,
of the head?
where she shoots your head off.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that's probably what it would be.
I
I'd
thought
like
he
to
was
see
going to
that.
use it, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones that you start off with as well, and I thought he was going to use it, but, you know, he didn't. It's
So
not a biggie.
to get it, all he would have had to do is
Just
hold
hold forwards, yeah.
Oh, missed opportunity, man.
And now I really like the use of the gunshot right there to go underneath the energy ring projectile. He's got the charge.
Oh,
on
what
his
a jumping then. That was a very well-timed jumping, but he didn't convert that well.
guns. Using the back forwards 4 from Cassie to make that safe. Flawless block as well.
These two just have the
Nice
most absurd weapons with them. Like, it's not even
Oh,
fair.
the duck. He is, like, absolutely on point with these throw reads. He's been ducking really well. Spyware.
Spyware playing beastly right now.
He wants that final spot. Beautiful anti-air again with the goal kick.
That anti-air was so good.
And even though he's not converting it into much more damage... Oh, down 3 central!
What?
Where?
That was like 5 down threes. I've never seen that.
Noogie's, he's in the nth dimension right now.
Oh, but he gets clipped by the Cassie anyway. So it's one more round for Spyware. I've got a feeling it might go to the final round. Let's see what happens. Oh,
The clean jump in, but does drop the combo.
oh, that might be punishable. But you gotta be ready for it
4-2
as she
grab.
rolls back.
Firing Noogie towards the corner, but another clean jump in. We're going to see the mid-screen confirm, forcing the breakaway out of Spyware.
All down to nice.
Oh,
The roll.
whiff, but a trade in favor for Cassie right here.
The footsies in this match is actually...
But down to
like,
again
really
on
good.
the throw. He is 100% reading these throws really well and just ducking them all.
Look at the poking.
This is just pure space control right here from Spyware. We're going to see a punish on that
Wow,
string as
punish,
well.
yeah, that's
This
it,
is going to
that's
be the
it.
game, the down 2 to close it out. Spyware, he just...
Teabag.
I don't even... What is he...
So, oh, is he trying to do a fatality? Did he mess it up?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I think he was just mashing X to proceed and waving his thumb around on the D-pad probably.
Probably.
I probably
We haven't seen one fatality
If
yet.
I'm right, at me, Spyware, I want to know if I made that hard read.
Well, they're
But
definitely good enough to do fatalities, so I think he might have just opted not to do it.
I think he was just
teabag.
mashing 3, to be honest.
Yeah.
he was just like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
That was stressful.
Yeah.
But Noogie, he definitely, you know, every single one of these games has been so close.
Like, there's
really
the
wanna see them take
1-2-0 there. There was 1-2-0 last series, but there's been 1-2-0 this series.
I don't think Noogie's been 2-0'd as well, right? It's always been 2-1.
No, I don't think he has. Don't quote me on that, but I can't remember him being too old.
I think this is the first time Noogie played against Spyware, and it ended up being in this set. Because the first time they played, they were up against Alex, which was 2-1.
Yeah.
Then they were up against TQT, which I think was 2-1 as well.
So who got too old last set? Do you remember?
The only person I got 2-0
We don't
I
have that
think
data.
was Sean 2 UK by Spyware.
Oh yeah, that was right. That was right. You got.
But the rest of them were mostly 2-1s.
You got a better memory than me, bro.
And Alex over here on his patented now Baraka pick, the very comfortable pick. We've seen a lot of damage come out, some really great plays. And MQS with the Infinite Warden Garrus. We're going to see that neck chop, that chiropractic appointment right there, just thrown. Keeps himself towards the corner. The flawless block, that was cheeky.
So we haven't seen much of the Baraka damage this round. It's been all Garrus, all over him. Wow.
This is going to be the round closer right there. The bed is spiked. Brutal way to close it out right there. And punching out your shadow clone, or your sand clone rather. Boom.
He just punches your sand clone for no reason.
Not disrespect.
Like I've just punched
He's like,
you up.
I've been through infinite realities and timelines and different like existences.
Yeah.
You're trash, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Thrown towards the corner. Oh, the beautiful whiff punish on the down 2. He made him think he was going to jump, but drops that gutted input at the end. That's a huge drop right there for Alex. The corner is the only place you can make that crushing blow work for you. 4-4 again.
That
up to wake up.
That special attack there, or that normal, that knee into the kick, that seems really decent.
It's definitely a good gap closer, but MQS was all over Alex this game in particular. Really just smothered Alex doing Garrus things. We didn't really see a lot of the, I guess, more canonical Garrus situations where we see a lot of crushing blows. That tends to be the usual thing. I don't really think we saw like any crushing blows from Garrus that game.
Kinda steamrolled him that match. It's like he never let Baraka
He smothered him, really, didn't he? He kind of shut down a lot of his options, but maybe now Alex is, I think he should stay on Baraka in this. There's not really any reason to switch off it because Baraka's punishment game is crazy. On top of that, we need to see Alex really dealing with jump-ins a lot more.
I feel like Alex beating him before, though, didn't he? But yeah, it was close.
I believe he did, and it was close. It was 2-1. But MQS is, no stranger to competitive gaming, no stranger to competitive fighting gaming, more specifically, and adapting mid-game. Very high-level player in 2D fighters. Anyway, so he's got the mentality and the fundamentals, and we'll see how he can adjust as well. He's definitely trying to keep Tyneside back in this, trying to pull them back and swing the momentum more in their favor. Great poke, great throw tech. 4-2 staggers into the 4-2-1-2.
These Garrus string, this one string.
4-2-1-2 right there into the standing 4, drops the combo. Alex is letting people jump on him way too much. As Baraka, you have a really good down 2. You don't want to be doing that. And in those situations, the flag might not be the optimal choice because you're not in a situation where you're constantly getting damage off. You want to be taking the damage you can get and then using the Oki in your favor.
Using the momentum,
so ending it in chop chops or ending it in the gutted crushing blow as well. Anything like that.
Wasn't a good decision in my opinion.
It was just, ending it in the flag just wasn't really the right thing to do, I think. He's letting people jump in on him a lot, and right now we're saying MQS just absolutely smother Alex with these down ones and these forward 2s. A lot of mids being thrown out, a lot of jump kicks, and Alex is struggling to find the gap that he needs to actually alleviate this pressure.
He needs to get one punish or one combo.
He just needs one big opening. He needs to create space because right now Garrus is in his space and he's up in his buttons.
That was a really good neutral jump though because he read that he was gonna go for an attack.
And there's the confirm. That's a good kill.
That's dead.
Oh, it's not dead.
No, it's not.
The better spikes is a lot of damage, but that wasn't enough to close out the game. But the down 2, so the adjustments. And MQS is
that was sick. Oh, he went for the first fatality
of the night. He's swinging this momentum back in favor of Tyneside Guardians.
You know what? Yeah, that performance right there actually was. It was worthy of a fatality. Wow.
I think it was as well. But Alex definitely. I think he choked.
Like he did get kind of.
It's a lot of jump-ins, a lot of down 1s, and a lot of forward 2s. So MQS was threatening him with this very simplistic game plan of using the jump-in kick to jail him into the mids, or he's going to use the down 1s. It's a 6-frame down 1, so 6-frame mid. It is a very, very good button just to interrupt people, or just to make sure that you can try and keep forcing your turn, or to disrespect them, or anything like that. So MQS was just smothering him with fast buttons, good mids, and being able to threaten the throw. But the next match is going to be Noogie against TQT. We're going to see that run back, and right now it is 2-2. The Tyneside Guardians are not. They are not letting the Lionhearts get away with anything in this series.
But the thing is, that one performance right there was really good, and that could be a momentum builder for Tyneside.
Exactly. Now, if Noogie makes the adjustments, or rather, just plays a bit differently, I suppose, because when you're playing against Variation 2 for Sub-Zero as Sonya Blade, especially in Ringmaster Sonya Blade, you can just keep him out. You can play that lame game of throwing out energy rings, throwing out the amplified energy rings and the drone calls as well, because he doesn't have access to the amplified ice ball. He doesn't have that deep freeze in his kit.
Yeah.
So he can't eliminate your energy rings, and your drones are still going to do just as much damage. But TQT is no stranger to Sonya Blade as well. I did mention that the Sierra plays Sonya, so it's about how much he feels comfortable about enforcing his own game before Noogie is allowed to enforce his. I think this is really going to come down to which player just decides to, or rather which player finds the opening on the other person quicker and is able to enforce that game a lot more.
Definitely. Did he burn the...
Right here. He did. He used the up 3, which did whiff, unfortunately. Noogie cashing out on big damage right here. 418 damage. Rolls out the corners, TQT. Nice block, but does get clipped by the low.
Wow.
And then eats the crushing blow on the back forwards 4 on that takedown. Sonya Blade with a lot of damage. And TQT is going to have to really pull something out right here if he wants to secure this game. Because right now, this is all Noogie.
TQT just isn't...
He is getting read like an absolute book. The down 2 is probably, I guess, in response to a breakaway, but he may have been looking at the wrong meter because TQT doesn't have the breakaway.
But this is what I actually called this. I did feel like it wasn't out of the realm of possibility for Tyneside to start clutching out matches as well now. Like,
that is true. They're going to play out of their minds right now.
Especially after like what they learnt from their losses in the last series. Like, I feel like they've took what they've learnt about their opponent's playstyles and they're using it against them at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. They're really just able to enforce their game a lot more, and I think that they've really got the Lionheart sweating right now.
Maybe the break actually allowed them to...
Maybe your bladder saved Tyneside.
Maybe the break actually allowed them to, like, you know, think about those things that they learned and think about how they're going to answer it more. Maybe it was the break, or maybe it would have happened anyway. We'll never know. We'll never know. You can't just blame it on the break.
Yeah, maybe they've all just simultaneously entered the Matrix. You never know. But I mean, if this is exactly what we thought would happen as well, we did think that it was going to be very back and forth. But now in the second series, if the Tyneside Guardians manage to close this one out, if they get the 5 points before the London Lionhearts, it is going to go down to a sudden death, which is going to be the ultimate. You know, that is the stressful point. That is the winner of that sudden death.
Okay.
Their team is making it to Insomnia.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
If it goes to sudden death, what 2 players are going to get picked?
That is a good question. I think it would probably be MQS and Noogie on the Tyneside side. And probably TQT and Spyware on the Lionheart side.
It's literally one player. It's one player off each, and it's a first to 2 set.
It is my bad. So it would probably... I would say Noogie would be the pick.
You think Noogie would be the pick?
I think Noogie would be the pick.
Do you think
Noogie's got the mix. Noogie's got the mix.
Do you think it's because of how good he is, or is it because of the character?
A bit of both. A bit of both,
right, yeah.
I think that Noogie's good at enforcing Sonya's really erratic 50-50 style, really utilizing that well, making the opponents frustrated.
His style obviously does suit Sonya very well.
That's true. But TQT is going to have to pull this out the bag. Noogie has not won this entire thing yet.
That's the thing, when really good characters like are played in a certain way, sometimes it just fits certain players' play styles, and maybe even though the character is really good, like, you know, it's not just the character.
This is really bad for TQT right here. That was a good block on the takedown. A nice throw escape again. The forward dash into the back one.
Wow, Noogie is all over him.
Noogie made the hard read. Any hit into fatal blow.
Oh, no punish.
He just committed it. Down 3 fatal blow does not work.
Is that fair?
But this is going to be it. The round is closed out. Great stuff from TQT, not dropping that combo.
And we've seen TQT in this position before.
And he has just steamrolled it from here. We'll have to see what happens. This is anyone's game right now. And this is 2-2 between both teams as well. This is a tight situation to be in. A nice back throw, 310 damage we're going to see on that back throw crushing blow, 31%. And a really smart meaty ice ball right there just to catch them doing the energy rings from full screen.
I still stick to what I said about, I think that fireball is one of the best projectiles.
Yeah, the ice ball is definitely a really strong projectile, guaranteeing you that, you know, the state of being frozen, the enemy is frozen, you get a free combo on it. It is a scaled combo, but it doesn't really matter. TQT using that right for the very end, as we saw it before. Forward 2 ice slide, crushing blow, taking games. And now it's 1-1. We've got ourselves a real match on our hand, real situation on our hand between both these teams. This is looking real tight for the finals.
This guy just switches on every time he's close to losing. Every time it's just like, I'm nearly lost. Watch this.
Yeah, TQT has been clutching these out in moments where we're actually like, my hands are shaking. I've been nervous watching these games. Like, I don't even know how this is gonna go right now. But you know, TQT, he's been using Variation 2 well. It's quite an underrepresented variation for Sub-Zero. Other notable Sub-Zero players like Daddy. And Taco.
I think he's been sandbagging.
Brain dead. It's I know
sandbagging till the last life.
I don't think he's been sandbagging. I think he's just not as comfortable in Variation 1. I think Variation 2 is his thing. He likes having access to the slide.
Yeah,
He really likes the slide. And I think that...
Sometimes you just have to stick to your guns, and it's like, even though they're variations, it is kind of like two different characters.
Now escape failed on Noogi's side. Very dangerous. That back throw is going to do 310 damage if he gets caught by it.
It is 1-1 now, so whatever happens from here, you know...
It's all going to be even. The micro decisions, right? Yeah. It's all going to come down to those very small things.
And Noogi was in full control of that match until the last hurdle.
He's trying to take as much momentum as he can right now.
If he does get this round, this is where normally TQT turns it up. So he needs
That's true. Oh, he almost had him with a jump
unlucky.
in. Really fortunate for Noogi right there, and smart stuff as well for using the amplified energy rings. But he no longer has access to that crushing blow. Great block on the takedown.
Okay, nice overhead. Nice overhead. Okay. He didn't burn the meter on it, but...
Oh, backdashing, just opening up space. And escape failed again.
Oh,
nice jump kick and
into the slide. That's such a good conversion off the jump in.
Ooh, ice balls. Now he's gone to this very traditional zony style of thin ice Sub-Zero where he's using ice balls, and he's threatening Noogi with the concept of the ice balls to make sure that he doesn't throw energy rings in response to them.
Final round again. If TQT wins this, it's just like, bro, this guy does not like to lose.
He was no longer TQ free at that point.
Who calls him TQ free?
Me. and him. The back throw, great stuff right there. Still acknowledging that he had access to that crushing blow. And the only ice ball just catching the jump.
So what, is he close to not being TQ free, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So if he loses this, he's still TQ free. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm just messing around. TQT's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And yeah, the ice balls again. He's gonna just play this 50-50 game.
Oh, that overhead was so smart.
That is it, TQT.
That overhead was so smart, and he teabags him. Just to get in his head.
Honestly, I'd expect no less. The speed back. Didn't mess up the fatality this time.
You know why that's funny? Because it looks like he was just sandbagging until the last life every time.
Maybe he was. Maybe we gotta do a little.
He could actually say that.
Pre-finals interview if the Lionhearts win this with TQT.
He could say that. He could say, "Bro,
listen,
the
option select.
I just waited until you was one round away, just because I was that confident."
is that like a you activated my trap cart moment?
Yeah, man.
Like I was sandbagging the whole time. No,
like, bro, that but like, regardless though, that was sick. Like,
left me
because it's not. He not only did that once. That's something that only happens once, really. Like, you get to the last hurdle, you bring it all the way back in the first of two, but he's done that twice in 2 series. That just goes to show that he's very good at adjusting.
So, you know, if this ends up going to a tiebreaker, it is going to be a single best of 5.
So that's
that
basically
between both teams.
That's basically a first to 3.
First to 3.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to that single set, and it's going to be everything on that set. But that's if it comes down to a tiebreaker.
What do you prefer people to say, like best of 3, best of 5, or first to 2, first to 3? I prefer first to 2, first to 3.
First to 2, first to 3.
Yeah.
It's easier because when you get to the higher,
it?
Yeah, like when you get to the higher numbers, it's a lot harder. Like best of 9 usually is like, it's like, yeah, you could say that. You could say best of 5, or you could say first to 3, but I don't mind either.
No, there's a lot of people that say that.
So I don't mind either format. But personally, for me to understand it easier, I just think first to 3,
first to 3,
first to 5. Stuff like that's just easier for me to comprehend because I'm a bit lazy and I don't want to do the math in my head.
But like, what's the first to 10? Best of what?
It's a best of this match on screen right now.
Okay,
I don't have the answer for it.
Yeah.
So Spyware on that Cassie cage again. We did see him. I don't want to be too harsh, but he mauled Sean 2 UK in the first part.
He did.
Anti-airing him every single time. Now I think Spyware is pretty confident going into this match.
But he warmed up though. He warmed up. Spyware. It wasn't Spyware no, not Spyware. Sean 2 UK.
He was doing well against CQT.
Yeah.
He was doing well against CQT. The wake up fatal blow, catching that in the whiff.
Oh, the neck slice.
Watch this. It's gonna be. Watch. He's gonna give Cassie the bicycle face. Oh no! You actually did get run over by a bicycle. You're gonna see her face in more detail soon. That was a beautiful jab.
Oh, that was sick.
And then using that 4-3, staggering
Spyware. showing how comfortable he is.
I
in the
love
matchup.
this Cassie Cage gameplay. Spyware's got such a
He's
great Cassie to watch, an absolute treat.
He's obviously played a lot of casuals versus someone that plays his character. Like, that's not just going to come out of nowhere without knowing.
Oh, the flawless block.
Oh, no.
He drops the punish on the dive kick.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he ducked it or if it just whiffed, but regardless of that situation, the grab did whiff. He did get punished for it. Sean 2 UK looking at a pretty disastrous situation right now, but it's not entirely over. He doesn't have access to any defensive bars, so he's got to be careful about getting opened up.
2 UK, he doesn't seem that comfortable versus her Cassie Cage.
Oh, the jab! He knew when he was coming out!
He knew that.
He just knew that!
He's played this matchup a
And
lot.
are we
I'm
going to
telling you,
see
he has.
the down forward gunshot? Okay. Forward one checks.
The overhead.
Does he hat? And forward for
the
Spyware probably
pressure.
thought the grab was coming out and decided to duck.
Pressure was a little bit too much there for Spyware. Let's
Nice
see if
back
he
three
puts it out.
anti-air, forcing the breakaway.
Oh,
Catches him with that
was
9
really
frame
nice.
mid we were talking about earlier, the forward 4 from Cassie Cage. Very
Really good
strong
mid.
mid right
Yeah.
there. 9 frame, good reach mid, that's neutral on block.
Neutron block as well.
Yep, very good stagger tool. Beautiful jab right there. Man, his jab anti-airs have been on point. Aside from the couple he dropped against Noogie, these have been absolutely on point.
Yeah. Oh, the gunshot.
Now, I like that he's not overextending with his pressure. He's just playing
What an
really
anti-air.
patient.
Spyware is super on point with his anti-airs.
Yeah,
like,
and
he's
now
got
Sean,
the best anti-airs.
he wasn't getting anti-aired by Alex or by TQT very often. And now he's going back to playing Spyware. He now really has to understand this lesson that jumping against Spyware is just a bad call to make.
I dare say Spyware has the best anti-airs out of everyone in this series. I feel like he's just the most
between these two
consistent
teams or between everyone?
with these two teams.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think like he's got the best, like he's the best at
Yeah, I
anti-airing
wouldn't argue
people.
against that. I think that that's absolutely been true. A close second was we've seen a few good at jab anti-airs from TQT, but I actually think
Yeah,
in the beginning, in the first series, Alex's anti-airs were very good.
there was, and then he dropped off.
And he was converting off them.
Yeah. But
Really good, but then he
Spyware,
stopped anti-airing for some reason.
the difference is Spyware has been consistent.
Consistent,
with it,
yeah,
like,
very,
every
very
time.
consistent.
And even at certain ranges, he's like, okay, my jab's not going to reach at this range. I'm going to do the
Just do the
dash
glow
kick.
kick, yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, yeah, Alex kind of dropped off a little bit. I'd like to see him get back on point with those anti-airs because he was getting so much damage out of it at the start.
Yeah, it's like you were just getting so much free damage for it. For literally your opponent making the mistake of just jumping at the wrong time against you. And right there, he just didn't
That
even
wasn't
need
even
to
an anti-air, that
anti-air
was
him.
a
He
whiff
walked
punish.
back and trip guarded him. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Oh, the jump back dive kick. Catch you slipping. Good decision for the meaty forward
Spyware
one.
not doing too well at the moment.
That was a really cool looking combo actually. I've never seen that combo route for Kung Lao using the forward one to stagger.
Oh, look at the range on that poke, man.
Yeah, really
Cassie's
good
so
understanding of the spacing right there from Spyware.
So Sonya's actually better than Cassie though.
Well, they're both really good.
That's what I think. Like, I
They're
feel
both
like
really
they're
good.
both. Like the thing
Some
is,
people regard Cassie as the best character in the game
the
as well,
thing
but at
is,
this point I don't even know.
the difference between those two characters, in my opinion, is that Cassie's normals seem better. I feel like Sonya's got better
zoning.
like. I feel like Sonya's got a better, like, you know, like kind of like vortex situation where she can.
Yo, he's using that 2-1 string so much.
Yeah.
The two
But-
extra gunshots you get at the end.
Cassie playing footsies against Cassie is a risk. Like,
Yeah, it's hard. Her neutral and her
it's too
buttons
good.
are so good.
It's too good. Her
The glow
buttons are
kick
too
again.
good.
And Sonya has a lot of damage as well. She's got a very good fatal blow. She's got mix-ups, well, 50-50s, dash cancels that she can use to confirm off
Yeah,
the 50-50s.
definitely, yeah.
So both characters are exceptional, but Spyware,
But her-
literally, it doesn't seem like he was struggling.
I feel like with Cassie, you don't even need to use 50-50s that much. That's
you don't need to.
That's
you
the
just
problem.
need to play a
spacing.
solid, a solid spacing
Like,
game or solid neutral.
yeah.
She's really rewarding for good fundamental gameplay.
And I feel like her mix-up basically is the throw and the normal,
Yeah.
whereas like most people's like mix-up is like the overhead and you know, things like that. But hers is like, even though it's a more simplified mix-up, it's still sort of a mix-up. That's why you see so many Cassies landing the throws, because people are scared of those normals that she can just throw out.
Now, this is gonna be a very important match for the Lionhearts.
Alex versus Noogie. So Alex hasn't done too hot this time around.
But we did see him take the first, or sorry, we saw him take one game against Sean2 UK. He did get 2-0'd by MQS earlier, but perhaps Alex's gameplay, or rather his game plan with Baraka, is really good at shutting down that very erratic mix-up heavy style that we've seen Noogie use throughout the course of this this series.
I feel like if he just gets his anti-airs on point again...
Exactly. If he gets the anti-airs on point again. Because he's been converting them super well. Alex's hit conversions have been very good. But, he's playing Reborn Scorpion probably.
Oh, he switched,
and
okay.
I think, so
he lost belief.
I'm not sure about this one, because Noogie's not a very zone-heavy Sonya. He's a very up-in-your-face, mix-you-to-death Sonya. And Reborn Scorpion is... You have access to the teleport cancels and things like that.
You can see that Noogie's waiting for the teleport already, though.
Yeah. It's like you're kind of playing a very linear game style when you could be playing a very punish-heavy game style with a very good anti-air with Baraka. So I'm not 100% sure about this pick, but obviously it's really down to what Alex feels is best in this situation.
I feel like he lost belief, like he just thought,
potentially.
You know what,
he could be just betting it all, thinking that Noogie knows how to play against his Baraka now, and he's forcing him into an uncomfortable situation dealing with a Scorpion. But it doesn't seem like Noogie's going to be struggling with that anytime soon. Back one to catch the jump. Taking the first round, I would say quite convincingly, that seemed like Noogie's round 100%.
Wow. I don't feel like this is going to go too well for Alex.
I think
I just don't.
It's not really, doesn't seem to be the right pick against Noogie's game plan. Good block on the overhead, but no punish, using the back one, which is unfortunately too slow.
Too slow, yeah.
I think it's 14 frames on startup, and it's just not fast enough. The 1-1-2...
He's getting steamrolled,
much faster.
bro.
That was almost a flawless victory. It's just as we called it. Very, very rough. Noogie's not the kind of Sonya that wants to keep you full screen.
This is the thing. This could be a crucial mistake.
Because this is going to put Tyneside at 3 points then. That's going to be a 4-3.
Only one match away from evening it up.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and then it will come down to TQT versus Sean2 UK, which was already a really close match before. Already really close. And in that situation, Sean2 UK winning could put it to 4-4. Which is going to be, literally, it will come down to that pivotal final game between Spyware and MQS. But if Alex decides to go back to Baraka, or if he goes to any of his other characters...
The thing is, he's already won the game down, so
he's at the deficit. It's a very important decision to make. I don't think that the Reborn pick was the wisest idea in this, but it's how patient can he play against Noogie? How much can he sit there and hold these 50-50s? He's picking Noob Cybot.
Okay.
I know that Alex does play a little bit of Noob, but maybe he's just trying to play a very counter gameplay
I feel like
style.
he's lost faith. I feel like he should have stuck to the Baraka, even though he lost. I feel like it wasn't down to the character's fault. I reckon it was just kind of his fault.
It was just a decision making.
Yeah.
Because right now, Noogie is all over him. He's mixing him to death.
Sometimes you have to, like, when you lose a set, sometimes you have to look at it for what it is. Like, if you lost because it's your fault, sometimes there's no need to switch.
That's true.
But if you lose, like, and you can just tell the matchup is absolutely terrible and you just have no success, then maybe a switch is, justified. But I don't feel like the switch is justified.
This is like, I would say it's an interesting pick, but it's not like Noob is a character that is regarded as exceptional. He's a decent character, but he's not exceptional. I feel like he might have a harder time as alone just dealing with Sonya, but that was a nice punish, going for the crushing blow, because he acknowledged it was a punish. Alex is jumping a lot. So this is variation 2. This is seeing double.
I've never seen this one.
For Noob. This is the more conventional variation. He wasted that crushing blow. I don't... that's a very high damaging combo starter. If he caught Noogie with that in this round, it could have changed everything.
Yeah.
But now he no longer has access to it. So Noogie's just kind of knows that all they have to do is just block low against Noob Cybot. What else is he going to do? The nice wake up 1-1-3 to punish right there. Forcing the breakaway from Noogie. Now, Alex can still win this. It's just, if he wins this...
Oh, that did a lot of damage.
If he wins this, he is going to be character locked on this Noob Cybot, forcing him to play another set with Noob. Nice blocks right there into the punish.
But he's not doing bad.
Extend it with the teleport.
He's not doing badly at all with this Noob. Okay, but this is Newbie's time.
Thrown into the corner. Next hit will take it. What's for
Alex
breakfast?
is one hit away.
What's the back two? Oh, this could be death.
Oh no.
This could be really bad for Alex right here.
Oh no.
The breakaway right there, and the fatal blow misses, and the punish.
I thought Nugi was gonna have it.
Oh my god.
I thought Nugi was gonna have it. He had the crucial drop on that combo. And that is just that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That could have been
I'm having years shaved off my lifespan. I'm developing. I've already got a lot of gray hairs for a 25-year-old. I'm getting more. You're not helping this as you are, Alex.
Wait, how did he get in there? Was it the clone that got in there?
Yeah. So you know when you cut your stomach and he hit you with all the into your stomach, yeah?
Yeah.
That was his shadow, who then comes out like the. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's just this homie.
I thought the shadow was gonna come out purple, but
it's his hype
was
guy.
him.
It's the only guy that pushes out his ZP. Yeah, you know, I'm moving into the sound design industry now. No, I'm just kidding. But he managed to win that with Noob Saibot. Somehow, it was the
he played well, bro.
He threw Nugi off. He did play well. But this is stressful to watch. This is so stressful to watch right now.
He's so critical, man. Give him his props, man.
I'm giving him his props, but I'm stressed out over here. I don't like.
Let's see if he can do it again, though.
Projectiles right at the beginning.
You might be able to win the one, but can you win the two, though?
Now I think he's gonna just be ghost balling, and don't throw out the shadow at this range, because any projectile trade or any hit that he's gonna take is gonna get rid of that shadow. Now, I think he was trying to use the Ghost Ball to force the energy rings so that he could teleport on reaction.
Ooh, that did a lot of damage.
It's quite the...
Caught the rollout, no way! How did that catch the rollout? That was sick, that jumping elbow.
The back two to check. Betting it all on teleport, that was a great read. I like how he used the one Ghost Ball.
Oh, he broke away though.
Forward 4 right there.
He was like, okay, allow your combat, because he knew that could have potentially been a combat that could tilt him, and he broke away. I think that was a smart breakaway.
Now Alex is definitely, he's got quite the hill to battle right now, going for the restand. Nugi disrespecting the plus frames and deciding to jump. Beautiful down two from Alex right there. Are we gonna see him wake up a little bit more? Doesn't block the overhead. Clip by the low. And
then he just gets clipped by the low, thinking the overhead.
But he took that trade was in his favor. The jump kick doing more damage. And the
throw
out of the corner.
Nice. Oh, he's thrown out the clone just a little bit too much.
Oh, catches the jump. Great stuff. And the down two.
He's trying to break away as well.
Yep, tried to break away, but there unfortunately was not enough health on Nugi's side, so it did close out the round. They're now down 2 defensive bars. It was so close to being a crushing blow if Nugi was stand blocking.
Is this a series point for Alex?
It is indeed. If Alex wins this round, the Lionhearts are moving over to the finals at Insomnia.
You know his heart's pumping.
Great confirm right there into the teleport. Nerves are definitely kicking in for both players right now.
You know when you're about to go on a very high ride.
No punish.
At a theme park.
Yeah, when you're on Detonator at Thorpe Park, mate, you're absolutely breaking it.
Yeah,
I know I was.
That's what it feels like.
My shoulders are too small for these rides, man. I fall out of them. I feel like I am. This is... The whiff central.
The mix-up.
The ass whooping from Nugi right there.
No,
the neutral jump on the throw. The
fatal blow. He got it.
Oh my lord.
It's going to be one hit away. It's going to be one hit away.
It is going to be one hit.
It's all down to this.
He needs to be wary of the wake-up fatal blow. The wake-up fatal blow is everything right here. Stay out of range.
The
jump kick.
No conversion.
The down two. Alex.
No way.
Alex is making...
And the world
moves right now.
The world deserves fatality.
Such a scramble. I am definitely not living the extra 10 years I thought I was.
Wow.
I am heart palpitations. Great stuff from both teams. The Tyneside Guardians were bringing this back so hard in this series. They were bringing it back so much, but that last scramble right at the end, I think Nugi may have been trying to use 1-3-4.
He conquered the ride, bro. He come off the ride. He's like, that weren't even that bad.
He came off the ride.
That weren't even that bad at all.
He didn't puke. He wasn't shaking at the knees. My man went back for round 2.
Yeah, man.
Alex
that
securing Insomnia LAN Festival for the London Lionhearts.
He nearly choked it.
Nearly choked it. That fatal blow was everything.
It was.
Oh my god.
And
oh my god!
What a very crazy set. 5-0, then 5-2, but like the
That was
score
so
does not
close.
tell how close it was. Look at the amount of 2-1s we had. And look at the amount of like the skillful gameplay we saw from both sides. Tyneside, even though they didn't make it to the finals, they played well, and they can definitely take a lot away from what just happened. And
Now,
improve
I'm
a lot.
not too sure who won the other match, but we're on it. We have we'll have that intel soon enough to know what the other team is. So both teams are still playing. We won't know right at this moment who's actually going to be playing in the finals to join the London Lionhearts, but it is going to be the winner of the Bristol Smugglers or the Teesside Steelers. And I've got my predictions down on the Smugglers taking it.
Do you think that's a close set though, because they're still playing?
Well, okay, so interesting little fact about the Teesside Steelers. I won't go into too much detail. We'll wrap things up for this evening.
Is it?
But
oh, wow.
If it's gonna, so it's looking to go down to tiebreaker. Things are looking real close between both those
So
teams
it could
right
be
now.
anyone?
It could be
either
anyone.
side?
Now the Teesside Steelers won their group stage 4-0. They then beat the Clyde Claymores, which is the Glasgow team, in a very, very close set. They ended up winning 3-2. But right now, that was wild. Those games were wild. The London Lionhearts did me proud. I think they're my local guys. I'm happy for them. But also commiserations and GGs to the Tyneside Guardians. Really impressed with your play.
They played well, man. They played, even though the score says it was free. It wasn't free, bro. It was it was definitely.
If there's another season of the Arena Clash or any local tournaments to yourselves or any online tournaments or anything like that, and you want to get more involved in the Mortal Kombat 11 scene, just know that we'll be over here with open arms, happy to help you progress and keep just growing as a player. We'd like to see you come to more events or enter more, and keep up the energy. We'd like to just see how you improve and stuff. And
definitely,
huge shout outs to the London Lionhearts guys. GGs.
They played super well though.
You could do it. I think honestly, I think the MVP of this week on the Lionhearts side, I'm gonna say Spyware. I think Spyware held it down for the Lionhearts. He didn't drop a single set. He held it down, and he really just, outplayed his opponents in every one of those matches that he played. So, I'm gonna have to give that a negatory.
Yeah.
But it's either going to be the winner of the Bristol Smugglers or the Teesside Steelers that will be joining at Insomnia as well. And I'm really excited for these stage finals as well.
I'm super excited. It's going to be crazy. And a lot of people are enjoying this new Mortal Kombat game, and a lot of people are going to be hyped at what can happen. Like, if we get the same sort of level of competition and skill that just happened there, well, we are going to get that level.
Potentially even more.
We might get more of it. So, it's not going to disappoint. Definitely not going to disappoint.
And if you are at Insomnia as well, be sure to check out the tournament if this game interests you. It's going to be really hype to join a crowd and to join myself and Dante as well. And if you see us around Insomnia, be sure to come over, say hi and everything. We could talk about the game. We can potentially even play some games over there if it allows us to, or the situation. But I'm really looking forward to watching these guys play on stage and to watching these finals and seeing how things turn out, and which team clutches it out, because I think that I haven't seen the Steelers play personally. But we've seen the Smugglers play, and I've personally seen Scare Tactics play quite a lot, who's on the Smugglers.
Right.
A very, very solid player, and, players like Spyware as well, they're so solid that I'm really, really, really looking forward to watching these players go at it head-to-head offline against each other, face-to-face, right there in person in front of a crowd. Like, who can really hold their mental game together? Who can, because the nerves are going to kick in for a lot of people who are inexperienced with crowds or who have a bit of stage fright as well. But, You know,
I feel that it's crazy as well that the London Lionhearts, who normally dominated Tekken when Tekken was on Belong Arena Clash, are now still doing very well in Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah.
it just goes to show that the fighting game scene down in London is something that is hard to match in the UK. Like there's just results for it. There, like, you know, the results do not lie. So you know, London, that maybe, you know, if you're in the UK, if you're in the UK and you want to play fighting games and you want to level up, I do suggest traveling to London and going to like tournaments and things
well,
like
yeah,
that.
just
Will
any
help you
local
out a
or
lot.
active tournaments. You
Yeah.
know, there's whether you're from the north as well. There's the Newcastle Fight Club as well. I know that the NFC guys put on a lot. Around the Midlands, you have the Electronic Dojo people who, you know, run by Justin Xavier, who
Yeah.
does versus fighting. You know, you've got stuff going on right in the south, down in Brighton as well with Fight Lab, and you know, there's stuff going on all over. We've got the actual tiebreaker between the Smugglers and the Steelers. So we're gonna go to a very quick break, and we'll be back.
Tiny break.
But either way, like, you know, I'm so excited. We're actually gonna be able to probably show the tiebreaker as well.
Yeah, we're gonna show the tie break.
We'll know who that
It is
final team
confirmed.
is, which team is going to be securing that final spot as well at Insomnia.
So,
But we will
yeah,
be back very soon with that tiebreaker match as well, so don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Hello, welcome back, everyone. We, thank you for sticking around during this short break, this small intermission, just to allow us to set up, because we do actually have the tiebreaker game between the Bristol Smugglers and the Teesside Steelers ready for you as well. It's going to be a single best of 5, so it's going to be a first to 3. And the 2 players that we're going to have picked by each team is Scare Tactics to represent the Bristol Smugglers and Dill to represent the Teesside Steelers.
Right, so I think that are we gonna show the score of what we don't have the score. Okay then, so unfortunately we can't show the score of what happened, like, you know, what it
we'll keep a mental note of it and we'll fill you in, or sorry, the scoreboards for the games that have already taken place.
That happened.
Yeah, but for the games that will occur now, it is just a first to 3. It is going to be between these 2 players only, no other ones, and it is the winner of this set that will determine who makes it through to the finals at Insomnia later this month.
So both teams have won a series. So, you know, one team beat them in first to 5, first to 2s, and then the other team beat them in first to 5, first to 2s. So, a lot of work has went into what is about to happen now.
Yeah, they're gonna have to face off against the Lionhearts in that finals, as we can see right there in the end of the leaderboard. But the Smugglers and the Steelers are 1-1, and after everything else in this bracket has been a 2-0, this is the only one to really come down to the tiebreaker, and it's happening just before the finals. This is to qualify for the finals as well.
It's actually crazy because every other game that happened between teams have been all 2-0s, but this specific matchup, we got the tiebreaker.
It's been tight. It's been tight. But, so I haven't seen Dill play, not from my knowledge, play MK11. Dill was the player that the Teesside Steelers selected to represent them in this first to 3 or best of 5, however you would like to understand it. And Scare Tactics is the player that is chosen in part for the Bristol Smugglers. Scare Tactics, I've seen him play extensively. You know, he attended Viennality, he was at Hypercombo Leicester. The Unchained one
versus the Aaron,
and Scare Tactics on his trademark Aaron Black. We're going to see a Cassie Cage digital soldier pick on the side of Dill. Seems to be playing a very patient game right now.
Yeah, they don't want to reveal all their cards too early because this is a first to 3.
And that was a really nice challenge as well on the cancel with the Scud shot, acknowledging that Scare Tactics wasn't going to press a button over there. Oh, that down back 3 is very, very, I will say the word useless with Digital Soldier Cassie. It was probably an input error. Tried to get the crushing blow as well on the forward 4s with Scare Tactics, but this is just a pure one-on-one first 3 session. So this is really going to come down to how all these players are playing and like what their reads are. Escape failed on the side of Scare Tactics.
He's just like...
Oh, that's a big whiff. Forward 3, 2 fatal blow. Is this going to be enough damage? It won't be. It's not going to kill. It's not going to kill, but it's going to be close. This is going to put Scare Tactics into a great position to sit out Acid, as he does right there. Oh, nice block as well on the amplified gunshots right there, and the perfectly placed Acid on the jump.
That was crazy.
No going anywhere. Scare Tactics did use his fatal blow as well in this round, so he doesn't have access to it. Okay, both players just respecting each other, playing it real patient. Nice block on the overhead, but no punish on that whiff.
Nice overhead block as well. Stomps on the toe.
Bam.
I don't think
Forward throw. And he's got that, the Acid just really ticking down on Dill right here and just using the rifle to keep him in the corner. I really like this play from Scare Tactics right now.
Yeah.
A very defensive game, not overcommitting.
But you know, when Cassie gets in with those throws and stuff, it can be a bit, tasking.
That's true. The 3-2. Oh, no attempt at the anti-air. Nice throw tech. Oh, and a beautiful nice trip guard as well, forcing the breakaway from Dill. The down 2 probably thinking there was going to be a throw, but it was really nicely used. A nice block on that slide right there. Dill with the nut kick right there. Are we going to see it? Oh, that could have been confirmed into fatal blow. He just did it. No punish.
Oh, punish.
Oh, he's getting punished in return. This is going to be the forces the breakaway. He forced it was a breakaway. It was a breakaway.
Oh, breakaway, sorry.
Oh, the duck! The duck! That was a hard call out. Scare Tactics. You are sick.
Hey. breakaway. That was such a smart breakaway.
I'm so sorry to everyone that uses headphones. I go from 0 to 100. Sometimes it happens, but you have to deal with it. I'm sorry. No, but Scare Tactics, man, he made that read, that crucial read right at the last second. I would not even like think to duck in that situation, because if you duck, if you ate the forward 4 or anything like that from Cassie, it is such an easy hit confirm for her into death.
I think it all came down to that forward 4 that he could have confirmed with the Cassie.
I think he saw the dash as well, because you wouldn't need to dash that far and then throw out a mid, because Cassie's mids cover a certain range anyway. So if he was trying to use a mid, he'd probably wouldn't have come in that far or committed to it that much into the forward advancing movement.
Yeah.
But I think Scare Tactics just had the read on him. He just knew he was going to go for the throw in that situation, because it was probably the wisest thing to do, and he read him like a book and hit him with the down 2 crushing blow. The first round, the first match is going to go over to Scare Tactics. We'll see a change of stage right here, and the Sea of Blood this time. Yeah. Nice block on the overhead.
So Dill's definitely going to try even it. He's going to try all his tactics.
The flawless block on the up 3. That was sick. A nice jab anti-air.
Dill can't afford to go down 2-0.
The Scare Tactics is hungry for this. You see that throw out of the roll as well.
Drop kick straight under the jump.
Oh, nice down 1 challenge.
Wow, he can cancel that into a special.
He can indeed. Gets caught with an up 3 as well. Dylan bad. A very bad situation right here.
The acid as well. Scare Tactics is his game plan just seems to be very effective.
It's very, very patient right now. He's got that life lead. He doesn't need to really commit to anything. Nice throw tech as well.
Dill seems to be kind of just rinsing the same approach, and Scare Tactics just seems kind of ready for it.
So I think this is naturally kind of a bit tough for Cassie anyway, because there's a certain range in which she will struggle where Aaron Black will kind of have the upper hand, where he can throw out the acid and he can kind of use the rifle to keep you at bay. And then that back 2-2-2 can be used as a great whiff finisher as well.
Yeah. But I just feel like Dill's not really mixing up his approach that much. But as I said,
the crushing blow right there on the back. 2-4-3 string only applies when the last hit is the only one to connect.
Did he burn the bar on that one?
He did. He tried to, I think, recover faster.
Right. Does that make you recover faster?
Well, it has an additional shot at the end, so maybe he thought it would make him recover faster, but I don't really think it had too much of an effect, to be honest. It may have helped.
Oh, got caught.
The Dill right there, using the forward 4 really great, using that 9-frame mid to just absolutely harass Scare Tactics in that situation, thinking that, or making him think that he was going to use a throw.
So Dill really needs this round now, otherwise Scare Tactics is going to have a nice little lead in the set. Well, not
reverse sweeps are possible, but it's going to be an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah,
Scare Tactics is playing this patient game super well. Dill's going to have to really just kind of shut down that patience that he so desperately wants.
Oh,
the counter hit. Or sorry, the punish, getting the crushing blow with a forward 2 grab string. He's using that a lot.
Yeah, he is, man. He saw that it worked the one time as well. I'm not going to stop doing it then.
The 1-1-1, stick confirm into the glow kick.
Dill looks like he's going to even it up, but Scare Tactics
can go anyway right now. Breakaway on the slide. Didn't want to take the acid at the end.
One more hit away.
Oh, he bet it all on that down 2 right there, and Dill not biting. It is going to go 1-1. Fatality. Just
as well.
Maybe play a bit of a mental game, but also just to buy a bit of time.
Yes, to think on it.
I really like this fatality, to be honest. A lot of people think it's kind of tacky or cringy. I think it's really cool.
I think it's weird.
Yeah.
What's the point in putting the heart through it? It's like, bro, you just kicked his heart out,
it's heart
bro.
replacement surgery, mate. Like literally, your heart sucks. I'm gonna give you a new one, innit? That's what
I'm gonna give you a new one.
Yeah, give you hers, bro. That's the Cassie love. Like, that's the good stuff. But
stop it.
It literally.
The heart's gone.
Your heart is gone. No, I'll kick out my heart, Cassie. But it's now 1-1. Just as the series itself dictated. The reason it came down to this tiebreaker. So now this tiebreaker match itself 1-1 in this first of 3. The next match is gonna be it won't be everything, but it'll be important.
Very important, super
really important
important.
because it's going to put that person up 2, which generally leaves the momentum in their favor. It makes, but at the same time, they could be so nervous.
But
in regards to that,
even just on a personal level, where it's like, okay, if this was the first of 2, I would have beaten you by now. So it's like, even that can have some sort of mental effect.
Oh, we're
there's a
seeing
character switch.
a character switch from Scare Tactics.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think he didn't believe in the Aaron Black a second time?
Well, I
I
think he wants heavy punish damage. He wants big combos because he probably acknowledges how Dill plays. Right. And I do know that Scare Tactics does play a bit of Baraka. But right now, this is actually in favor of Scare Tactics. He's getting all these trades.
Oh, he could have whiff punished him there. That was a big whiff punish.
But these trades are in favor of Scare Tactics right now. So Dill is trying to use the gunshot. He's trying to use the low gunshot to low profile the blade sparks. But Scare Tactics still has he had the life lead.
Bro, how did he lose that life lead so fast?
Just a couple bad trades. Now this is really anyone's game at this point. This is tough because now Scare Tactics has to close in the gap. He's no longer in trade range. That was a huge whiff punish opportunity.
He's
big whiff.
Wow!
Oh, and a fatal blow. He just let it rip.
How did he?
My man's been watching that Beyblade, homie.
He missed his 2 biggest opportunities to win the round clean, and then he still loved it.
2 big whiff punish opportunities missed, but he did close out the round using the fatal blow. He no longer has access to that to close out the game, guaranteed. But he has all of his crushing blows on deck, so he might have to play it a bit different over here. I do like Dill's patience in this situation. He's really just doing all he needs to do at this range. But he's eating a lot of these blade sparks.
Well, he nearly
racking up a lot. Caught trying to duck.
Got caught with the extension.
Good block. And nice punish as well on the air gunshots. Scare Tactics still with his life lead.
Oh, nearly. That could have been
big.
Yeah, that could have been a nice whiff punish there.
Nice forward
throw. He didn't believe.
Now we're gonna get dash up throw or dash up forward 4.
You gotta believe, man.
There's a throw. Nice tech. Flawless block.
And it's coming back to this zoning game where I feel like Cassie has the slight edge here.
Yeah, because Baraka's being forced to spend the bar. But it's really about you want to be capitalizing on these hits. You need to close that gap on her.
Oh, I feel like Scare Tactics was going in for a throw and then he got counter hit.
I think so. Yeah, he probably
That's
was.
what it looked like to me.
This is 1-1 right now. 1 round apiece.
If this was the
How
first
is this
of
gonna
2,
go? Now, I want to see more back 4s out of Scare Tactics as well. Baraka has a notoriously good back 4, and at the range that it is at that range, I think Dill is gonna try and gunshot. So, it's worth using. You know, just get the knockdown and then get your turn, get your meaty, and force your game with Baraka.
There's a lot riding on this. Match.
Try to get the trip guard.
Oh,
nice throw from Dill. What's for breakfast? Are we gonna get the throw? Dash up throw?
Dill
Yeah, we are.
With the Cassie again. Oh,
forward 2 grab.
Really?
Gets the block on it.
Oh,
almost.
He was just a bit out of range.
Nice.
Scare Tactics can still do this though.
He can. Any touch is going to be.
But he has no
fatal
blow. He has no fatal blow.
That is true. He has no fatal blow, but he has crushing blows.
He's getting chipped down though. All it takes is one hit.
Oh, the down 2, betting it all on that throw attempt.
Oh, knew the throw's coming. He got it.
It's putting Kashi. It's
fatal
putting
blow.
Kashi away.
Fatal blows on deck.
Cassie's far away from him. It's difficult. He's only got 1 bar defensive.
No, they're jumping.
Oh, the blade.
Oh, the
caught
shot
with a gunshot.
That is the worst way to lose like that.
We're gonna see the other fatality now, aren't we?
Is it of one?
Yes, it is. Is it bad I want to first-hand experience that at least once in my life?
What?
Don't even ask. You heard nothing. But
what's going on? You MK players are mad, bro. Trust me. You MK guys, man, flipping out. It's a different side of the universe over there, man. But yo, Dill takes it.
Both these players are playing really, really patient, really calm, really collected, and I think Dill's game plan was just the right game plan.
Do you agree with the Baraka pick? Because it's like Baraka came out and then he got zoned out, but Aaron Black, he was running that zoning game. You can't outzone Aaron Black.
It's like,
come on.
So with Baraka, I think I understand, like, I sort of get why he picked Baraka, but he wasn't getting enough of the rogue hits to confirm into the gutted to make it a worthwhile pick, I think.
He doesn't get too many opportunities to punish against Cassie unless she whiffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he missed a few of those whiff punishes as well. It was really crucial whiff finishes.
It's hard to force that whiff against Cassie because her normals have so much range. Oh, back to the Aaron Black though.
And we will just remove those names at the top as well.
I don't know how we got these weird names.
But either way, Scare Tactics has gone back to Aaron Black. Probably the wise thing to do. And using that back 2-2-2 string right there, ending it in the slide, amplifying it as well for the acid. Padil right now is basically just kind of controlling the neutral, I think. He's been very good at just making Scare Tactics play his game. So we won't have any names up or any graphics up on the screen, but right now we do have Scare Tactics as well, who is on 52 card pickup Aaron Black, and we have the notorious Dill from the T-side Steelers.
Scare Tactics need to gain some momentum right now, because if Dill wins this round, then I feel like it's going to be hard for him to win the whole set. It will be very tough. The 4-3-2. As I talk about it, he gets the momentum that he actually needed. Is that dead?
That is dead. I think so. I think. Oh, not yet.
Okay.
Didn't kill. Very close though.
He runs through the acid. He goes for the
wow! Scud shot. That was pretty.
He takes off
pretty close.
Okay, so Scare Tactics. He's not out of this yet. It looked like he was pretty much out of it, but he's coming back. And maybe he should have stuck with the Aaron Black the whole time, because that loss with Baraka
nice poke
could come back
through the string.
Back to haunt him.
It could indeed, but if he manages to clutch out these next 2 wins, and he is going to move the Bristol Smugglers into the finals. If Dill wins this game, it is going to be the T-side Steelers that are joining the London Lionhearts in the finals at Insomnia later this month.
Yeah.
Oh, nice jab.
So you could jab her out of that and whiff her. That's a pretty decent.
No anti-air. Nice throw tech. Nice anti-air right there.
Nice.
You're gonna good block on the wake up as well.
Oh, the slide and the acid.
Let the acid just tick. Oh, blocks the fatal blow. Tries to get the punish on it.
That fatal blow looks
the redirection really screwed with him, I think, right over there. And a nice throw. That's going to close out the game.
Yeah.
Scare Tactics taking this over with 2 rounds straight. Great idea to stick back on the Aaron Black as well.
This could
one of my favorite fatalities in the game.
That could have potentially been 3-1 if it wasn't for the Baraka pick.
But
both the eyes came out as well.
Nah, she doesn't need him anyway.
She don't need those.
You don't need them for forward 4 and back 2. I'm just kidding. So Scare Tactics has now put this to 2-2.
You're not kidding, no, are you? Deep down.
Scare Tactics has brought this to 2-2, and now we have like, you know, this is like probably the best way that we could have hoped that the tiebreaker would.
It's gonna go to final round.
It's you know,
I'm calling it.
The double Luigi.
I'm calling it. The ultimate Luigi.
Yeah, the penultimate.
The ultimate Luigi, bro.
So basically, Scare Tactics had the right game plan there. You know, play it really patient. Just keep out of that range that's proving so difficult to deal with, because Cassie's. So you're not far enough for Cassie's gunshot to ever be a problem. When you're playing Aaron Black, it's not exactly a problem anyway, because you stand there with Scud shot and you're like.
You know what I feel like? Even though the loss with Baraka was like big, I feel like it kind of, in a way, was a smart-ish move. It was a smart, dumb move.
How he was gonna play?
No, it's because he made him like use the zoning to win. So he felt like, you know, the zoning is gonna help him win, right? And then he switches back to Aaron Black, where the zoning isn't gonna help you win.
That would be Galaxy Brain level stuff, wouldn't it? Like the ultimate counterplay. Get your opponent into this false.
Imagine if he actually thought that.
Okay.
Imagine if he actually did that. That's why he picked Baraka.
He would be a mastermind. But yeah, like I wonder if we're gonna see a character character change from Dill. I highly doubt it.
No.
Yeah,
this is the final game.
On the Digital Soldier Cassie.
Drop kick. Get over there. Oh, he's going for it again.
He wanted that crushing blow.
Oh, he went for the slide.
Committed to the slide on block as well.
Is there an overhead mix-up to that string from Aaron?
Yeah, so the next hits are overhead. The second hit is an overhead. And I believe the third one is as well.
Right. Oh,
Restood
the stun.
With a nut kick. Nice block on the overhead.
You know, you might as well just block at that point. Like.
Yeah, definitely.
No need to.
Nice duck. Doesn't get the crushing blow with the down 2. Nice throw tech. Nice down 2. Scare Tactics waking up right now.
Scare Tactics. He's not going.
Nice throw tech again.
Is he gonna burn the fatal?
Oh, forces the breakaway.
He's gonna burn the fatal. He's gonna burn the fatal.
Oh, he could have whiff punished.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking as soon as he whiffed that, he's gonna fatal blow him.
He did get that crushing blow out of Dill. Cassie Cage no longer has access to that crushing blow. I
feel like at this stage though, he should have whiff punished him. You can't let him get away with that and lose
Scare Tactics has been in this corner for way too long. That was an input error. Surely it must have been from a backwalk into 4-3.
Dill wants this. He wants this really bad right now, and he's not letting off.
He wants it, but it's not over for Scare Tactics right now.
He rolled forward. He didn't get whiff punished for it.
He wants that crushing blow. He wants the counter hit or punish crushing blow. 4, 2, 3.
Okay.
Right
Some
there.
momentum
No defensive
for
bars.
Scare Tactics.
Oh,
wow.
No hit confirmed. Nice throw tech again.
Nice.
He tried to down 2 it.
Is that going to be it? Nearly.
Nope. Almost.
He needs one more punish.
Oh, the down 2 trade.
Bro.
Oh, he committed
it.
No punish. This is looking like... Oh, that is it for Scare Tactics and the Bristol Smugglers. Dill clutching it out.
And you know what, yeah? It could have been down to that Baraka pick.
It could have. GG's to the Bristol Smugglers.
GG's,
and
man.
GG's Scare Tactics. I hope this doesn't dishearten you or, bring down your morale too much going forwards.
Who was your prediction that was going to win?
I thought Scare
Tactics
Tactics was going to clutch it out for them.
And then they lose in the final.
They did. To be fair, I hadn't seen the players on T-side play, but I am thoroughly impressed by Dill's Cassie Cage.
Yeah, so
really solid play, and it's given me a lot of hope now going into the finals that we are going to see some really interesting matches between the London Lionhearts and the T-side Steelers. Your final 2 teams. I cannot make any predictions because I don't know who the other members of the Steelers play. And I also know that if Dill is dedicated to Cassie, Spyware is infinitely knowledgeable on Cassie, right?
Right.
Playing Cassie since the beginning. So potential mirror match or potential Shang Tsung into Soul Steel as well. You never know how it goes, but we're going to find out later this month at Insomnia LAN Festival. And remember that if you want to support either of these teams or just your local tribe, you can head over to raven.gg or belong.gg as well, I believe, for your custom jerseys, and you can have your name printed at the back as well. We both have ourselves one, and I will probably bring my London Lionhearts jersey to Insomnia to support the local guys, but, either way, thank you very much for joining us. I'm glad that we managed to get this semifinals game out of the way, as well as the tiebreaker for the next one, and we will be looking forward to Insomnia and be seeing everyone there as well. That's been it from me. Thank you for joining us. I'm Falcon.
And I'm Dante. So, we'll see you lot next time, at the finals.
Yeah, see you then.